from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Boom. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. We'll give them a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now on the move. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Now rolling to the left. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10
just really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Got it, looking for a first. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Power football with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looks it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off play action. Now adjusting. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Timeout, Texas.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Dropping back, it's Manning. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they got it at the 9, first and goal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. Get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
The Dogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Find some fresh air. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Unleashes one. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They just keep firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Manning. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the 1st half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Quarterback making checks. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And here's the third interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And he goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
And what a great job by the defense, getting the turnover, but also giving their team an opportunity to kick a field goal here now, with just seconds to go in the half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Manning. He's got the back in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Georgia 20, Texas 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was
To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Bell. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
No good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
To the air, it's Manning. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Jones. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Makes the grab. It's Humphries. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Dogs can really attack on this second and short. he'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He's looking to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by a field goal over UNLV. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a nick.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense putting points on the board.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It's pretty obvious. honest, this defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Using his feet to buy time. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dances away. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt. It's a seam wide open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wingo. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. At the 35, he's open. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football?
And he throws another interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss, and Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because they never even showed up. They didn't even look motivated in this game, and they got dominated in all 3 facets on the field. This isn't just a one-solution fix. There are a lot of question marks now. They're going to be revolving around this program, and a lot of doubters now from the outside. A lot of that energy is going to start seeping in.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For